Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sisters. I want to welcome you to another Saturday edition. Thank you for being part of today's program. I count it all joy to see you all and count it such a privilege to have you in class today. Thank you for being part of the class. The Lord bless you and keep you. And I also want to encourage you to also remind your friends and sisters and family members that you've invited on the platform to make this community their own by ensuring that they participate with what we do on a regular basis. Thank you for being committed to your health. The Lord bless and keep you all. Let me start my sharing today with, before I go into my sharing today, let me just share this particular good news with you. Over time, a lot of people have been clamoring for how to have access to the messages on cloud and all of that, and then we've been working behind the scene to ensure that we get certain things done. We are also aware that we are in a different age, and then we also have to move with age, especially things that are very positive that can affect, that can help us as well. So one of us, one of our Sabita husbands, one of our Tabitha husband took it upon himself to see how he can support our growth, and then he went all the way to help us to establish and then also create a YouTube channel for us. And then today, by the grace of God, I'm happy to announce to you that we now have Tabitha Health and Wellness now have its YouTube channel where we can have access to messages, and all the women as well can be blessed. Aside from the 1025 women that we have on the platform now, we can also reach out to many other women, and as a matter of fact, because we want to reach out to many women, we want many women to have access to information that will be able to liberate their health, because that's one of the three cardinal points of our vision and our mission as Tabitha people. So I want to congratulate every one of us. So we have a responsibility. Please, I will send the link to you. Check the link, like, and also share to your friends, to your family members. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's your own, it's our community. Let's make it happen. Let's grow it, let's increase it, let's populate it, and let's reach out to many people as well. The Lord bless you as you do that. If you are a friend of Tabitha and you want the progress of other women, please do not forget to subscribe, to like, and also to share with other people. Thank you and God bless you. Congratulations to us all. Disclaimer: Tabitha Health and Wellness online platform is pure information driven. We educate ourselves on different ways to improve and maintain good health. It is not substitute for medical attention by your physician if you need one. Consult your healthcare provider if you have any medical condition. I want to encourage every one of us, if you have any medical condition, please do not hesitate to see your medical practitioner or a physician to give you support and guidance. This week ends the breast care month with with other discussion that we'll be having on how to take care of our breast. And the first healthcare practice for our breast that I would like us to look at today is breast hygiene. Breast hygiene. Hygiene is very critical for us as women. If you are not hygienic, if you are not clean, they said the cleanliness next to what godliness. If you are not clean, a lot of things can happen to us. Infection can come in. Infection is capable of creating different kind of problems in our body system. Untreated infection can further lead to certain problems, can lead to cysts, can lead to other issues in our body system. So we need to pay attention to how we clean our bodies. We need to wash up our bodies, especially Those of us that endowed with big breasts, we need to ensure that we find a way to wash off the underneath of our breast, underneath her armpits, underneath, at the top side. The nipples also should be washed as well. If you pay attention to your body, you will notice that the part of the breast, the nipple side, can accumulate certain things that when you try to remove it, you see like scaly things coming out of the nipple. So that could be an accumulation of certain things that need to be cleaned off. It's not supposed to be there to block the nipples. It's supposed to be washed. It's supposed to be cleaned out. So let's pay attention to cleaning our breast, to washing it properly and give it a thorough care. Do not leave your breast and nipple side unattended to. And some people say the nipple take care of itself. I don't know how that works, but I have seen that it's necessary to pay attention and clean or not. I'm not saying you should use brush to scrub the place till begin um, become soggy, or begin to bring out pores or something. So I just saying, just clean it gently with water, clean it gently, rub it, take the pain to remove the nipples, to bring it to all the nipples and give it a thorough clean with just with your fingers and all that. That alone is enough to clean off your breast. Another thing that is also important, aside from the breast hygiene, is breast underwear. Breast underwear is very important for us to understand that the kind of underwear that we wear also contribute to the health issues that a lot of people have. And I will explain this shortly. The kind of underwear that men wear, let me give an example of men underwear. A lot of men have been advised not to wear tight briefs. That if they want, sometimes some men they will wear tight briefs, they will wear boxers, they will wear not just close up the entire place. And it's been warned, research has shown that that kind of practice affects the prostate, and it affects the production of a sperm, and it can also cause low sperm count and all of that. So the same thing for women. We have been warned, that we've been advised that we should pay attention to the kind of bra, that's what we wear, the kind of underwear that we wear under, the kind of things that we wear. Some women, I know some women that don't even do bras a lot. They do most of the thing that they do loose um, tank tops. I know they call it tank tops or breast tops or something. So to just allow their breast to breathe. So it is not advisable to use those the bra on the waist that has iron bars or iron at the base. I'm told that the plastic ones are better, but if you have the ones with iron, that you need to avoid them. I will also want to encourage any of our sisters listening to me, anyone who's listening to me, that is into the business of underwears, especially bras for women. I'd like you to please reach out to me so that we can also have access. If you sell the kind of bras that doesn't have this iron base under, it would be nice to have such, because a lot of women want to have access to different types of bras. The one that doesn't have the iron, iron, they want to buy them, but they don't know where to access them. So if you are into that and you have such bra, please kindly reach out to me so that we can be able to also patronize you. The other one is also important, is that concerning still this underwear, it is advisable for us to wash our underwears regularly. Some people, because it's bra, you just want to expose your bra to just to hair it a bit and all that, and you know you will wear it for many times before you change it. We advise that we should constantly, this is also part of the hygiene as well, linked to the hygiene, we should regularly wash and disinfect our underwears. I have talked about how we can disinfect our underwears sometimes ago. Maybe I can also talk about it again. We can use salt, we can use baking soda. I have used baking soda before, and I have used salt before. So you can use salt, handful of salt, depending on the number of rats. You can use that once in a while and then soak it in hot water. Pour the baking soda inside or the salt inside. Put your what they call liquid soap inside. Then cover it to stay for some time, very hot. Then after you can wash it. That it has really helped me since I've started doing that. It has really helped. And so because there are a lot of germs and things that you cannot see with your own naked eye, so it is advisable that we put those things together. Do it to disinfect your underwear, undergarment, brows, and undies once in a while to kill germs and all of that. So it is very critical. Let's pay attention to that. Number four, breast care. Number 4, breast care practice that we should be doing as women is to indulge ourselves to eat food that is rich in omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3 fatty acid is one of the best food that we can include in our diet that can help. One major thing that it can also help, apart from so many things that omega-3 fatty acid does, is the fact that it can help with the balancing of our hormone. It can help with so many things in our body system. And if your hormones are balanced, you can be sure that certain pelvic and uterine issues will not show up in our body system. On a daily basis, we are faced with certain things, and on a daily basis as well, we grow. We are getting older as women. That most of us as women, we are prone to uterine fibroid as well as though we are getting towards your 50 or 50 and above, from between close to 50 and 50 and above. So you want to begin to safeguard and do things that can help our body system to begin to fight any external things that might want to grow in our body system. When you are aware and you are informed, you begin to safeguard your body system from the growth, from the excessive growth of the uterine fibroid in your body system, or the onset, or even the beginning of the coming. Even if it shows up, you are able to kind of that it doesn't even grow. Before you know what is happening with your increased lifestyle, you'll find out that the uterine fibroid just disappears as well. So you want to pay attention to this. Omega-3 is very critical. You can get omega-3 in your sardine fish, not the canned sardine. I'm talking about the fresh sardine that they call it shower in our own native language. Yoruba calls it shower. I don't know what my Igbo people and Hausa people calls it, and but in a Western world, the English name is sardine. Sardine you can find it fresh. You can find it fresh, and it's not the one that is canned, that is in the can that I'm talking about. So you can get that one. You can also go another step further. I have access to salmon fish, white cod. They're all white cod fish. They are good for us as well. It's also very rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Aside from the breast, it's good for the brain, for the nervous system. And you know that there's always a connection between your nervous system and every part of the system of the body. When your nervous system is well connected, you can be sure as well that certain process in your body system will grow very well. Your nervous system is also connected to the pineal gland, and also from the pineal gland as well, we have certain hormones that are responsible for fertility and all of those things from our body system. So if you are taking care of your nervous system, your brain health, it also impacts on your fertility health and your breast health and all of that. So omega-3, and it is one very good food as well for the brain health. So you want to indulge in omega-3 fatty acid, and you can get them in other products that I will mention later on. Another one is number 5 is to do breast exercise to aid lymphatic system flush. See, we have lymph nodes, like I said, under our breast. There is a reason why God put lymph nodes there. God is so amazing. God is intentional about our health. And honestly, we just need to be praising and thanking God every time about the way He intentionally put the systems together. Nothing should go wrong with that body if we take care of it. And I pray that the Lord will give us insight. The Lord will give us the knowledge and the wisdom to take care of what God has given to us as instrument to take care of. Because the body He has given to us is, we are like We are like a servant, we are like a steward to take care of it and to give account of how we took care of our body system. And apart from that, it's also giving us the body system to be able to carry out the assignment that you want us to carry out on the surface of the heart. If your body is whole and well, then you can think of any other thing in life. You can think of progress, work, children, family life, and everything. But if you're not healthy, life will mean nothing to us, honestly. Life will mean nothing to us, honestly. So we need to also appreciate God that He put the lymphatic system there. Put, these are the lymph node. These are the lymphatic system is what helps you to detox, to flush out toxins. And when you exercise your breast exercises, make sure like as if you are flapping your two hands. When I have the opportunity to do it, maybe for the orientation class for 30 days challenge, I will try and display the breast care, the breast exercises that is good for us. But the way I can describe it via this voice note is, make sure your shoulders, you just roll up your shoulders, you know, backward, forward, front ways, backward, and all that. Just roll it very well. Make sure that you are exercising your shoulder level to impact on your breast, to impact on your breast ribs and all of that. Give it an exercise. Let it be showing that you are doing something. Exercises helps to flush out toxins. When they have toxins in the body system, it has a way of removing toxins from your body system, and it's something that you and I should pay attention to. Exercise your breast every morning, every day that you wake up, that you have opportunity to see the goodness of the Lord on a good day. When you wake up, the Lord gives you the privilege to be alive. After taking your warm water, try to do your shoulder exercise that impacts on your breast. You can also lift up your breast and put it in the middle and just massage and let it know, so that it's not something that just sitting somewhere, not exercising, just staying like that. Exercise so that there be a shaking. Let it be a movement, a shaking, so that it can shake and then there can be a toxin flush. The lymphatic system, and that's what the lymphatic system needs. The lymphatic system needs movement. That's how it operates. Your spleen, your lymphatic system, that's all they need to flush out toxins. They need movement. So if they are not moving, is there no movement, there is no flushing of toxins. Please, as long aside eating healthy, aside eating plant and herbs, aside eating some good things, please let's make sure that we exercise our breast very well. Pay attention to when you are a woman on this platform. Concentrate and then pay attention to exercising your breast on a daily basis. The Lord will help us by His grace. I want to advise us as well. The next point is protect your lymph nodes. Protect your lymph nodes. Under your armpit, I've said it before, there are lymph nodes under your armpit. There are people who go to do breast, breast scan, for instance. They tell them that their lymph nodes is highly inflamed. They said there's inflammation of the lymph nodes. Please, when you start having inflammation of the lymph node, that is leading us to several issues. Inflammation is said to be the onset and the beginning of chronic diseases in our body system. If inflammation is not tamed, then it can lead and graduate into other things that we may not be able to handle. But if we can tame inflammation, then we'll be able to curb the onset of any chronic diseases or any breast problems in the nearest future. So let us please protect this. How do we protect our lymph node? One of the ones I want to talk about is to avoid using harmful chemicals. Avoid having contact with harmful chemicals. First, you want to avoid using things like antiseptic soap, too much of antiseptic soap to wash your undies. They say you want to kill infection. When you keep using too much of antiseptic soap, all those, them, all those medicated soap and all that, say, because you are killing the natural flora that are meant to even protect your body, protect your skin. You are washing them off, and so your body, your skin is exposed to all that things, all other microbes that are able to destroy, to affect your body system. Do not use antiseptic soap to wash your body. Use mild soaps. There's this advent of our own local soap in this part of the world, and in this part of the world in Africa we have our black soaps. And if you're not in Africa listening to me, you also have access to mild soaps, soap that are not harmful, they're not strong in terms of chemicals. You can use those ones to wash up yourself. Do not indulge in using harmful chemicals to wash up your body system. Then the other one that's also very common, that only God is going to help us as women. We want to smell nice is good. We don't want to smell nice at the expense of our health, at the expense of our good health. Please use deodorants that are free from aluminum, that are free from chemicals. And you can also make your own deodorant by yourself. Okay, one of our sisters reached out to me on how we can make our own natural um, and deodorant under our armpit. One way that we can do that, we can check the YouTube to see we have different ways you can make the DIY um, natural roll-ons and the deodorants and all of that. And you can also do, me I use mixture of baking soda, mixture of coconut oil, baking soda, coconut oil, and essential oil. I just discovered as well recently that castor oil is very, very good as well. I use this. I use this for some days, and I noticed that the I wasn't really oozing out with a sweaty smell for several hours. You know, it has antimicrobial properties as well, so that is not surprising for me. So you may want to do a mix of, you will want to add um, and castor oil as well, but you know castor oil is very thick, but it's also very medicinal, so you can want to put it a little one and do a mix it, just walk around something, mix them together. You can even blend it. When you blend it soft and put it in the fridge to solidify, and then get a container, all those container that they use for deodorant, you can then an empty case, pour it inside to freeze it up, and then you can be using it as your own a natural deodorant. That's what I use. I use that. Okay, and I've also introduced it to my daughter to use, and luckily, to the glory of God, she was able to embrace it, and she even made something even different for what I did. I was even asking her that, how did you make this one? So let us begin to embrace things that are nature based, that are close to nature. Now I'm sure that we are all learning, as especially as Nigerians now, that we need to begin to embrace things that are locally made by ourselves, so that we can encourage our own local products, which are also very safe as well. So, and I know that a lot of people in Western, I've seen a lot of people do their own natural DIY. Then we just need to be intentional about our health. We can't say we are doing too much. No, the things happening too much around us, they are also too much, that we also have to step up our game as well. So please let us endeavor to do that. We can make a lot of it, keep it and your table, and just use it and rub it under your armpit, and you will find out that you will not be smelling sweat. If you wash up your body, your armpits very well, if you heat clean inside of you, you will not be smelling. You will not be smelling. And we have shared about plants and herbs that you can be taking. All of those things, they build your immune system. Apart from that, they clean your heart, they detoxify. That is the beauty of nature products. You're using cloves, for instance, you're drinking cloves tea, for instance, you're eating certain teas and other herbs teas and all that, you will find out that they are, apart from the fact that they're satisfying in terms of taste, apart, they are also detoxifying you, building your immune system, cleaning you out and all of that. So you want to encourage yourself to be doing more of those things, so that totally on the inside you are cleaning out and all that. If toxins are not build up your body system, you will not smell, and you will not ooze out unnecessary or awful smell like that. So let's pay attention to this particular aspect. Another thing that is also very good for women, I think this is number 9 or so, it's eating lot of nuts. Not, when I say nuts, I mean the uh, tree nuts, not the legumes, not like almond, cashew, pumpkin, hemp seed, and all of that. And lot of nuts, walnuts, pistachios, and all of that. But one particular one that is really great for women is almond. Almond is rich in has high level of monosaturated fat, which is a very good fat. So we shouldn't be afraid of that. a very good fat for the heart, for the brain, for body maintenance, and all of that. And one thing about this almond is also that it's equally uh, a omega 9 fatty acid, like I said, monosaturated, and it is very, very good for balancing our hormone. When we are able to balance our hormone, there won't be estrogen dominance. Everything will be balanced in our body system, which will help and improve our breast health. One other thing about almond is that almond is also very rich in vitamin E. Vitamin E is very essential for women because we know that we go through a lot of stress on a daily basis. So to combat stress, we need vitamin like vitamin E. Aside all the other vitamins, we need vitamin E, which is also rich in antioxidant. It's able to also combat oxidative stress, which is has a very negative effect on our cells, the cellular level. So we need to eat almond nuts on a regular basis, most especially because it's also helped to balance our hormones. It's very rich in fiber. It's filling for people who want to maintain their weight or want to lose weight. It's a very ideal nut for such women. So I want to encourage us to indulge in nuts, uh, different kind of nuts, especially almond nuts. And the last one is include certain plants and herbs that support breast health on a daily basis or every other day. I want to encourage every woman to begin to put this into practice. This is something that I want us to do next time that we are doing our breast care health. We'll be including certain things into our regimen, our meal plan. By the grace of God, we have noted them down. We begin to do that. We didn't do more of that this period, but next time we're going to be doing that next time. This particular one is that there are certain things that are very good that have research have shown. You may not see it on Google. It is not everything that you see on Google. Certain things that I share with you, you will find based from experience from expert that I come to share with you of things that I've seen that we have used for certain people have done some kind of great things in their health. Now, bitter leaf have been found to be very effective for degenerative issues of the breast in women. It has been found to be one of the protective herbs that help women's health. Just like dandelion have been found in Western world to be one of the things that protect women's health. If you go and research, you will see a lot of that, lots of research paper that have been written concerning dandelion. So you want to do bitter leaf, you want to do soursop because it's very high in vitamin C, and everything that is high in vitamin C is able to protect our health, protect us from oxidative stress and everything that can cause a distortion in our body system. Cloves is also another good one that you want to include. And then for oils and all of that, you want to try to use essential oils like frankincense. Frankincense oil is one of the best oils that have been linked to help with women issues, uterine, the pelvic and the uterine issues, inflammation among women, breast health and breast care. So that's why we use frankincense oil as part of our regimen in the first or the second week, and we also used castor oil as well. Castor oil is a must for every woman to have at home. Every family should always have castor oil at home. One of these things in the course of this year, I trust God to help us to deal with certain things concerning castor oil. To talk about castor oil, how powerful, how great castor oil is, and I'm trust God to help us to help you to be able to do certain things and put it on YouTube and tell you to go and check on the YouTube to check on what the things that I've used it for castor oil and I've seen amazing things happening as well. So you want to make sure that you keep castor oil at home. Miracle is a miracle oil, honestly, and pick it at home. Castor oil and frankincense oil must not stop, must not dry up in your home. Please make sure that so we will deal with oils and we will do essential oils that are very beneficial for women. As we do our part, like we always say, God is always ready to do his part. Let's put in all the effort. Pray, as I've always said before, trust God for everything. Everything is not about everything what you know and everything what you do. You pray like you are not doing anything, and you are doing something that you are not praying. So all the two of them go hand in hand, and God we always step in to do his part because we are not walking in disobedience and asking that grace should continue to abound for you. So let's walk in obedience and the grace of God will be multiplied concerning us. Thank you for having me this week and the Lord bless you. Our challenge for this week is going to be on bitter leaf. However you want to take your bitter leaf, just make a decision yourself. If you want to juice the bitter leaf, just take 2 tablespoons alone, but you can cook it, you can do everything. Just enjoy bitter leaf this week. Enjoy it as much as you can. To put it with your vegetable, but let it be more. If you're doing it with vegetable, put it more. Let it be more in your diet. Do it a lot in your diet. And if you want to get bitter leaf capsules, that's fine. If you want to drink it, if you want to make a powder form and put it in your pap, however you want to do it. Now I leave it to you to decide, but don't overdose on anything. Don't take a cup of bitter leaf. I'm not asking you to do that. Please, you can use it. You can take a tablespoon or 3 tablespoons per time and then let your body. If you are low blood pressure, you want to take it when you have taken a heavy meal carbohydrate alongside with your bitter leaf. Don't drink bitter leaf on empty stomach if you have low blood pressure. Please don't do it. Even if you have low blood sugar. If you have low blood sugar, please don't take bitter leaf on empty stomach. It can crash your blood sugar and it can cause a collapse. Please, I am giving this as a warning ahead of time. 2 tablespoons if you juice it, and if you are doing it as food, as a vegetable, cook it, salt it with other vegetable, eat it. Just make sure that you're enjoying a lot of bitter leaf as soup, as a spice, as a you can also make bitter leaf juice. 50% of bitter leaf juice and 50% of carrot juice is an amazing combination. And as you do that, the Lord will continue to abide and be with us and increase his grace concerning us in every aspect of our life. Thank you for having me. I took extra time today. The Lord bless you and have a very good night. Don't forget to subscribe. The other breast care health that I also want you to also pay attention is to do all we can to reduce estrogen dominance. That that is one thing that can cause a lot of problems for us, for our health. It can cause a lot of problems for our health. We should do everything to balance our hormones. We have talked about hormonal issues on this platform before. We have done a lot of topics, a lot of things we have dealt with hormonal imbalance. We have also talked and shared about the recipe that can help our hormonal imbalance. And I've seen a lot of women sharing with me about the hormonal imbalance issues, their daughters' hormonal imbalance issues, and all of that. Please, we can do well to balance our hormonal imbalance issues. And one of the ways that we can do, one recipe that I will be sharing with us, is one of the things that we have also included, we did in our last challenge. The first one is this recipe. We can write it down. If we want to balance our hormones, one of the recipes I learned so well that I've seen it work for people is composition of avocado pear, tiger nut milk, coconut oil, avocado pear 1 is fine, coconut milk 1 cup is fine, coconut oil 3 tablespoons is okay, 2 to 3 tablespoons is okay, flaxseed is also fine. Those are the 4 major. The most important of them is actually the avocado pear and the tiger nut. Now you know we want to include the flaxseed which is very important for omega-3. We also want to add coconut oil, which is also very good for hormonal imbalance. We want to add spices up with it with turmeric, with ginger, the garlic, and all that. Those are optional, but they are very good as well. Inflammatory, they help with infection and all of that. So you can also take that. If you take that for like 1 month, you should have a good balance of your hormone. Almond is also one of the good things that you can also eat to help with hormonal imbalance, and then the Lord will cause our hormone to balance, because hormone imbalance is one of the greatest issues that causes problems in the life of women. It causes menstrual problems, see menstrual, it causes menstruation to cease, PCOS. It can causes a uterine fibroid. It can causes infertility. It can cause infertility. It can also cause what's they call it now, irregular menstruation. So it can cause a lot of problems for women. So it's something that we want to pay attention to, and then we want to deal with it once and for all. Please go over it again on the recipes that I've mentioned. They're easy. One avocado paste is okay. A cup of coconut tiger nut milk is okay. Tiger nut milk is okay. If we are not in a reach where we can have access to tiger nut milk, you can do almond milk, you can do coconut milk, is fine. Coconut milk is also excellent with that. Then you also want to do the next one we also want to talk about is to avoid or minimize processed food at all costs. There is a food, there are some set of food that we tag forbidden food on Tabitha Health, health conscious women. We've called them forbidden foods. We want to also trace back and look back on those forbidden foods. I've sent it and shared the document on several occasions. Please, you want to look out for those foods. There are things that you need to avoid as much as you can. As much as you can, things like the cow milk, processed food, processed oils, all the oils that they call cholesterol free oils. You want to be very careful because they are highly loaded in, they're high in omega-6, and it causes inflammation in our body system. You want to avoid them. I see a lot of women using all kinds of those oil are synthetic oils. They're not nature based. Look at your oils as nature. Everything that you'll be using should be as close to nature as possible. And two oils that are recommended for quite a number of us is coconut oil. You can also use a palm oil for us in this part of the world. You can also use olive oil, but not for cooking. Olive oil, once you finish cooking, you can just sprinkle it on it just to simmer a little. Olive oil should not be cooked, should not be used for cooking or frying, in my own opinion. I've seen a lot of things that have happened with olive oil, and I've read a lot of research on this on research work on this particular aspect. You want to be careful, do your own due diligence, do your own research base, and then come to a good conclusion of what will be good for your health. um, Having said that, then the next one is to examine your breasts, especially after your monthly period. For many of us that are still on a monthly period, you want to do yourself a little good. Don't be like me. Sometimes I said, oh, I don't just want to check my breast. Some years back, I said, oh, I don't want to. You just want to that feeling that you want to just found something in your breast. Oh man, you just start shouting, just start feeling unwell without anything happening to you. So, but it is important to do a breast check after your menstrual cycle and all of that, to check if you notice any changes, if you notice any foreign things in your body system. You want to raise an alarm. You want to talk about it as well. And then the other one that we want to say, then, and having said that, I have seen a lot of women reach out to me and said, thank you for sharing with us that when we notice anything in our breast, we should be careful and then make the right decision. I've seen a lot of women come back to me and said certain things they did, and they were, because it's not all lumps that are cancerous. So some people start treating some lumps in certain areas in certain ways, and then before you know it, they begin to mismanage the situation. Please don't rush up to start. Don't panic. Don't become afraid. Just calm down. Seek opinion. Seek advice from people, and make the necessary steps. I've also reached out to a lot of women here who just kept to themselves and started praying and pouring, anointing their breast and prayer. I instructed them to go to the hospital to go and do a proper checkups and then get on, and they did, and it's getting better for with them right now. We're trying to do certain things to help them to get well. So please do not panic, and do not state fear. Where exercise fear, do not exercise fear when you notice anything in your body system. Please do not hesitate to see a medical practitioner or a physician to talk about your issue. Then the other one that I also like to talk about, aside from examining your breast, is also to take time to pray. Pray and pray and pray and pray. Pray always, all the time. Do not forget that having done all, you need to commit everything about your life into the hand of the Lord. Ultimately, God is the creator of the organ system in your body system. Is the wisdom behind every organs that we have in our body system, and it's the one that knows how to correct, how to show mercy, to correct every wrongdoing that we have done, all that we have come in contact with, to give us another chance, to give us a whole to give us good health as well. Never forget to pray and commit every step of your way unto the Lord for direction and for help at all times.